Hey Phoenixville, Larry King here, inviting you to the Dogwood Parade. Over 2 hours. 2 hours of marching bands, mummers, floats, and lots of local celebrities. Enjoy the day, gang. Have a great time.
It is a signature event of the community. I've been attending it for years. It is one of the highlights of our community.
I think the greatest thing about the Dogwood Parade is the fact that you see the community come together for one event.
The sights, the sounds, the feel of the event is something that brings me great joy, and you feel that energy.
This is as big as everybody ever makes it out to be.
It's always a blast. We get to see the community get together and to see the excitement in all the families and kids' faces. It's just a great event.
I'm out there at 5:30, Dogwood Parade Day, putting my chair out, waving to everybody else who's out there at 5:30, putting their chairs out.
Every year we would have the same spot. That's one of the things about the Dogwood Parade. You have your favorite spot. And back when I was a little girl, it was Grants and Secrecies.
The JCs were always proud to put together a float that was something that would be just beautiful, but at the same time, something that when it came down the road, everybody in town would go, ooh, ah.
It is emblematic of Phoenixville. Everyone, no matter who you are, where you came from, or what organization, everyone participates and has a marvelous time, and it's all for the benefit of the community.
Welcome to the Voxy Pop live stream of the 76th Annual Phoenixville Dogwood Parade. This year's broadcast is presented to you by Uncle B's Barbecue Shack, Creative Capital Wealth Management Group, Tag Lumber, Bryn Mawr Trust, Magic Memories Child Development Center, Phoenixville Bank and Trust, Giardina Insurance and Financial Services, Lomcon, Ready Mix Concrete and Roll-Off Container Services, Phoenixville First, Freeze Insurance, Devlin, Rosmos, Kep, Gotcha, Funeral Home and Cremation Services, Phoenixville Area School District, Gateway Pharmacy, John Kennedy Ford, and the Phoenixville Regional Chamber of Commerce. And now, broadcasting live from the second floor porch of Molly McGuire's Pub at the corner of Bridge and Main Streets, here are your hosts, Robb Frees and Representative Melissa Shusterman.
So Melissa, why don't you talk briefly about your representation, because you're new to the House of Representatives, right, for the 157th Congressional District?
Yes, I am. Just was sworn in January, and it's been incredible. I consider myself a public servant, and part of that means I get to go around in the community and hear from everyone, hear about people's issues, also learn about their organizations, both for-profit and nonprofit organizations, and on a more personal level, just hear from people. I spend at least a couple days a week just doing back-to-back meetings, hearing from families, learning about their struggles, learning about their goals, to make sure that I can bring that back to Harrisburg and we can move our community forward in Pennsylvania forward.
And so not only do you represent Phoenixville, but you're a Phoenixville native, right?
Yes, I am. My family is fourth generation of Phoenixville residents, and I remember coming downtown quite often when I grew up and stayed at both grandparents' houses on both sides, and it's near and dear to my heart. It's changed a lot, and only for the better, I would say.
But your family was in the shoe business on Bridge Street,
yes.
The Bootery, right?
Yes.
And my great-grandfather ran Freese's shoes. So
I know we were trying to figure out maybe their paths crossed, maybe one sold to another, but I don't think so. I think there were a lot of shoe stores back then.
Well, I think there were a lot of shoe stores, and fortunately, in the day and age of Jeff Bezos and the destruction of some bricks and mortar retail as we know it, Phoenixville's been resurgent in that. We've got we've got the Refinery and Threads, which are two
terrific stores. I just was in them about a week ago or 2 weeks ago for First Friday, and it's fabulous to be able to go to a place and, you know, do a little shopping, do a little gift shopping as well, and then go out to dinner and sit outside and watch people walk by, listen to the music. Phoenixville is on fire, I say.
Well, and you know, there was a. I remember my father's office used to be on Church Street, and there were parking meters on Church Street. So back in 1970, there was a parking problem in Phoenixville, where you used to have to pay for parking on Church Street. And then there was a long period of time where there was a different kind of parking problem where you could get a parking space, but there was actually no reason to come here. So now we're back. For everybody that's going to come and see the parade today, thank you for making the effort. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a part of the party. We hope that you didn't have to walk too far from your car to the parade route today. Hopefully, though, if you had your Fitbit or your phone with you, you're going to get over the 10,000 steps today, and that's really the most important thing.
Yeah.
So if people say, what did you do on Saturday? You can say, I got in my 10,000 steps, and I saw the Dogwood Parade.
Exactly. See the Dogwood Parade, and it's a beautiful day to walk around Phoenixville, check out those stores, maybe get something to eat at one of our I've lost count of how many establishments we have. We're looking forward to our lunch right here at Molly McGuire's. Always a good meal, always a good time. I kind of feel like this place feels like Cheers to me. I walk in, I end up knowing half of the people. Yeah, they might shout out my name. But it's always a great time here at Molly McGuire's, and we're sitting on their outdoor patio. A lot of people don't know they have outdoor seating downstairs, but they also have it upstairs. We have a front row to the parade.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And once the parade's done, the party's not over here in Phoenixville. One of the things that's been going on all week is the Dogwood Festival. And the Dogwood Festival is the opportunity for the community to show up, to ride some rides, to help some local nonprofits with their fundraising. You could get you can get a hamburger from the Lions Club. You can get, I believe, hot dogs from the Kiwanis. And if you're in a gambling mood, I know that the Masonic Lodge has a wheel that you can bet money on, and the proceeds from that are going to 2 local nonprofits as well.
And don't forget our local cuisine, getting pierogies and stuffed cabbage. That's always a favorite as well.
Well, so you said that you've got about 90 minutes before you get hangry, right? So
yes.
Should we be sending out to the park for something?
Yeah, we might have to send out one of everything, please.
That sounds, it sounds unhealthy but delicious.
Yes, exactly.
So we've got a lot of stuff coming up today. We've got some sponsored acts. We've got a steam-powered Calliope. Right.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me how to pronounce a Calliope.
Right, see, you got that
I
right.
got it,
so
but we'll see if I remember.
Easy for one of us to say, which is good. But yeah, the opportunity, if you haven't been down to Bridge Street, we just had another new restaurant open, Sedona, which is down in the 100 block of Phoenixville.
And I've been there, and they just opened up their outdoor deck, which is terrific.
And it's the alfresco dining throughout the town is really marvelous. I think it's, you know, that's one of the things that I certainly, when springtime shows up and it's sunny and we can sit outside, that's a great opportunity. It's always sad to me in December when I see that stuff start to get put away.
I agree, but luckily we have so many restaurants with both indoor and outdoor dining. And what we were also talking about is how dog friendly a lot of these establishments are. And many of our breweries are children friendly. So it just keeps everyone together, the community together of all ages.
I was in the coffee shop the other day, and it looked like we do have a parking problem on the street, but we also have a parking problem with baby buggies, so strollers. So
it's competitive.
Okay, so I think we can see over onto the bridge.
I hear something. I hear a band.
And for a change, we're listening to something other than just ourselves prattle on. So there may be some excitement headed our way. This is a great opportunity. Again, thanks for tuning in. Phoenixville's a great place. I think what you're going to see today is just a little slice of what makes us awesome. So we've got a lot of different divisions today in the parade. We've got the borough, we've got fire companies, we've got bands, We've got 76 years of tradition to uphold today.
Incredible. I think it's probably one of our most packed parades, and everyone will have a chance to get in front of the crowds because the weather is looking great and the sides of the roads are filling up. It is ideal. I would say it's an ideal
We can't
day.
thank our sponsors enough for participating in this, and you saw them in the beginning, and we'll be mentioning them throughout the parade here. So
I think at the beginning there we had the Phoenixville Police Chief leading the parade today, Lieutenant Brian Marshall, and the Chief Thomas Showstrom. Thank you to the Phoenixville Police for their support and work to make today's parade happen.
And there's our Grand Marshal, Peter Uschler. Peter's the mayor and the first generation American to grow up in Tavares, Florida.
Look at that car. It matches his suit. I don't know how Peter does it, but he finds a way.
Mayor Peter Uschler is a first-generation American who grew up in Tavares, Florida. His mother, Norma, was born in the Philippines, and his father, Emil, was born in Switzerland. The two met in Australia. Peter's passion for service and leadership began early. In high school, he was elected president of his class 3 years in a row. He attended Stetson University and was elected student government vice president and president for 2 terms. During college, Peter launched a statewide campaign which raised over $17 million for educational grants from the state legislature and impacted over 30,000 students. After college, Peter was recruited by the CEO of SEI based in Oaks, Pennsylvania. In 2012, his mother was diagnosed with stomach cancer. Peter became her primary caregiver until her death in 2014. Peter left his corporate job to open his own communications consulting practice, which allowed him to pursue his passion for service and focus on caring for his aging father. He became involved in a number of local organizations and was elected president of the Phoenixville JCs and eventually Pennsylvania JCs. In 2017, at 34 years old, he was elected the youngest mayor of Phoenixville. On January 2, 2018, at 90 years old, Peter's father, Emil, held the Bible as his only child was sworn into office, and in a bittersweet turn of events, Emil died peacefully in his sleep that night. As mayor, Peter oversees a 31-person police force which serves over 17,500 residents. As an elected official, Peter has worked to champion several causes, including affordable housing, increased services for senior citizens, reducing the educational attainment gap, total equality protections, environmental sustainability, and public transportation. In addition to his duties as mayor, Peter serves on the board of directors for the Hobie, Pennsylvania East Youth Leadership Conference, Phoenixville Area Senior Center, and the Schuylkill River Heritage Center, and is a champion of the United Nations Foundation Nothing But Nets campaign. And to add to his accomplishments, Peter is the 2019 Dogwood Parade Grand Marshal.
Let's also do a nod for the VFW. It's honoring veterans of the Vietnam War. The Post takes pride in supporting area veterans through charitable donations to established charities. Individual veterans are in need are encouraged to contact the Post for assistance. What we have next is, wow, this is a lot to look at. The Valley Forge Mustang Club. Founded in 1981, the Valley Forge Mustang Club is an informal social club dedicated to enjoying and preserving the Mustang enthusiast hobby. Beautiful.
Well, that's probably how Peter got that car.
Yeah, I think he did. I think you're right.
It probably helps to be a Mustang
Here's some
enthusiast.
more of them. Wow, look at I don't think my car is ever that shiny.
My kids make fun of me because I drive a pickup truck and I keep telling them it's a tool. So
yeah, they're not going to put that in the parade
No,
next year.
no, they're
I don't
not.
think so. But these Mustangs are well preserved.
kind of like you and me, well
Yeah,
preserved.
well preserved. What an incredible collection there.
I saw
Such
some
fun.
Penn State stickers on the side of that one. That looked good.
I hear a band coming up.
I do hear a band coming. And the band, I think, actually, from our catbird seat, they're going to be doing the performances right here near Molly's. So we're going to get a front row seat for the band.
That's something I love about living in Phoenixville is I live fairly close to the high school, and being able to hear the band practice is terrific.
Well, let's welcome the combined marching band from the Phoenixville High School and the symphonic band from the Phoenixville Middle School. This is the 4th year that the bands are marching together. The Marching Phantoms are one of the premier performing ensembles of the Phoenixville Area School District, seen every fall at football games and competitions across the region.
Look at that. Getting so close.
Let's just take a listen.
Are taping the parade today from the grandstand at Reeves Park. Phantom TV has been filming the parade for more than 10 years. Thank you, students. Oh, and what do we have here? Phoenixville Fire. The Phoenixville Fire Department is located at 177 Church Street and is a combination fire department, meaning that it is staffed by both volunteer and paid personnel. The department operates a 100-foot aerial ladder truck, 3 engines, utility, and squad trucks. And, believe it or not, a rescue boat.
Phoenixville is very lucky to have a volunteer fire company, and towns throughout the Commonwealth as well as throughout the country don't understand what the value of that is, just in the fact that we don't have to pay to have that sort of protection. And the fact that people are willing to run out of their homes in the dark of night to run into another house that belongs to somebody else when it's on fire is one of the most selfless things that people can do. And we're so fortunate with our first responders.
It's incredible. We're very lucky to have them downtown here, right in the borough. Gorgeous.
I still cannot get over this tremendous weather. It really is awesome. But I've been keeping watch, and we're about 47 minutes away from you getting hangry, so I'm not sure what we need to do.
I don't know. It might be the excitement of the parade, but I'm A-okay.
Well, there's no 7-second delay, so if you start to be profane over your need for food, then we're going to have a problem. Okay. All right, and now we're going to go out to the street for Joe Cassiano. Joe, why don't you take over for us?
Hi guys, I'm here with a family watching the parade live. How are you guys enjoying it so far?
We're doing it fine. Say we're enjoying the parade.
You're a little shy? Is this your guys' first parade?
No. This is her first parade.
Well, congrats. I hope it's your favorite. All right, back to you guys.
Terrific to see even the little ones getting involved.
So we've got lots of different vantage points today. We've got us here.
Yeah.
We've got Joe out on the street.
I think we have the best view.
Well, we
don't
certainly have
get
the best
to-
shade.
Yeah, we do.
Next up in the line of things is the Phoenixville Office of Emergency Management.
Another organization we are very lucky to have.
Very proud, very proud. The Phoenixville Office of Emergency Management is proud to serve the Phoenixville community. Riding in the parade today are Kim Grosser, Meredith Dobry, and Avery Nelson. The Office of Emergency Management Director, Karen Williams, is this year's parade chairperson. And the Office of Emergency Management Director, Karen Williams, is the 2019 Dogwood Chair. It sounds like she's got a lot on her plate.
She does, but she can handle it. I know she can. Do we?
Is that
There's-
Elvis?
Yep, that is Elvis.
I thought he worked at a Walmart in Alabama.
I want to see one Elvis shimmy, just one. And right before we get to the dance team, let's point out You Are Worth It Foundation inspires hopes to individuals living with adversity by treating each of those served with compassion, empathy, and respect. They strive to instill dignity through each connection they make, be it through outreach events, donation drives, or peer support. And we have the dance team.
The dance team, this is their 4th year performing in the Dogwood Parade, and we appreciate them showing up and showing. I couldn't possibly do that. My body does not move like that. Our son's getting married in September, and I think I'm going to have to take dance lessons.
I think you're going to. These gals have their coordinated routine. They did a great job. Way to go, Phoenixville Phantomettes dance team.
Next up is the Phoenixville Area High School Air Force Junior ROTC. They're proud to be a part of this event, and they're prepared to represent our nation and present the American flag. So I think our shot now is Philly Fades, which is one of the great barbershops and salons that are in Phoenixville. We've got Black Label, we've got Philly Fades. It's so nice that we have such a cross section of opportunities here, from retail to entertainment to food and to personal services like that. Well, that's a big dog.
And we're very lucky to have a lot of sponsors. Our sponsors include Phoenixville First, Gateway Pharmacy, Phoenixville Chamber of Commerce. But we'll get to our sponsors in a little bit, but we always like to thank them anytime we can, so we can have a parade like this with such an incredible turnout.
Well, you know, it's events like these that require not only the sponsorships and the funds, but also the volunteer time that runs behind it in order to make sure that these things are possible. It's important that the people who participate, the people who volunteer to make sure that it goes off, and of course the people who are willing to show up and watch it. It's really what makes Phoenixville a tremendous community.
We have the Strunk Funeral Home. Is on 400 Main Street. It's a proud sponsor of the Sixers drumline in the 2019 Dogwood Parade. The funeral home opened in September 2018, adding to the Strunk family business. Wow, this is such a great group to bring to our parade. They are fabulous. I've seen them before.
Let's take a listen.
POWELTON Drummers and Step Squad serves as the official drumline of the Philadelphia 76ers. Established in 1991 in West Philadelphia by Miss L.C. Wise, the drumline, now under direction of Mrs. Wise's grandson, Anton Mapp, provides kids from West Philly with a creative outlet and opportunity to showcase their talent.
If you're in Phoenixville and you need the services of a great local small town pharmacy, by all means check out the Gateway Pharmacy. They're located on Nutt Road right across from Phoenixville Hospital. Phoenixville Chamber of Commerce is right on Bridge Street, right across from the Great American Pub. And Phoenixville First is an operation that makes sure that great things happen in Phoenixville. We appreciate their volunteer efforts.
That was incredible.
It's just
enjoyed
amazing.
that.
I couldn't carry a tune if you put it in a bucket. So it looks like we're on to the Phoenixville dive team.
Oh, is this our rescue? They're out of order. And our fire department's incredible with the boat that I mentioned earlier. Really amazing to see. Dive and rescue. They can offer dive and rescue, which is critical and important if you're getting caught up in a lake in the wrong place.
So my son
that's
actually
great to
volunteers with the dive company.
Oh, does he?
He's very excited. It's a great opportunity. They provide a great service. Phoenixville's very lucky. It's one of the few dive teams around.
Right. I don't think most people realize that we have that capability, and then we can go help other communities.
Well, and that's exactly right. So they do search and recovery. Obviously, search is better than recovery, but you know, Phoenixville's so fortunate to have so many assets at our disposal and to have so many people who are willing to volunteer and participate.
Looking good. I hear them coming, the Woodland String Band. The Phoenixville Community Health Foundation is pleased to sponsor the Woodland String Band to commemorate the Foundation's 20th anniversary of service to the greater Phoenixville community. Established in 1998, the mission of the Phoenixville Community Health Foundation is to improve the health and quality of life for people in the greater Phoenixville region. The Woodland String Band was established in 1926 and has performed in Philadelphia New Year's Day Mummers Parade every year since. It's a lot warmer right now. So there they are, incredible.
And I understand they're going to stop right out front here and perform, so we should, let's just take a minute. We'll wait for them to get underway, and we can enjoy a little string band.
Terrific. Oh, they're all lined up, getting ready. How colorful.
That's the outfit I had on this morning.
Yeah, did you? Okay. I'm wearing that one tonight.
Lisa was a little shocked when I came down to breakfast dressed that way. Here we go. Another update.
Hey guys, looks like you guys all came prepared with the bags today. What are you guys hoping to catch today?
Me.
You're trying to catch yourself? What do you got in there, candy?
We got candy. I got candy.
Oh wow.
Everybody got candy.
All right, well I hope you guys catch a piece from me. Back to you, Rob.
Me.
And you can see the Valley Forge Volunteer Fire Company making some noise. The Valley Forge Volunteer Fire Company has been proudly serving the citizens of Schuylkill Township and the surrounding communities. Lots of good friends there. Want to welcome them. They're taking a stop right behind us, looking sharp. I actually saw them throwing out some candy, so be on alert for candy coming out of the Valley Forge Fire Company fire truck.
And then, of course, we have West End Ambulance. West End Ambulance, Fire Company number 3 of Phoenixville, Chester County Station number 67 is happy to provide EMS service to East Pikeland, Schuylkill Townships, and portions of West Vincent Township and Charlestown Township. We're so lucky to have that level of support, not only in the borough, but in the surrounding townships.
Absolutely, and here we have the Galena Brass. It's been performing in local parades for over 10 years. While our group performs as a quartet or a quintet for concerts, they can expand up to 15 musicians and a brass band. That's perfect for marching down the street, and they sure are. They're filling the airwaves with incredible music. Way to go. Rolling Thunder. I hear Rolling Thunder.
Well, so there's a Model A Roadster. That's Bob Gautreaux and Andrew Zappone. They're both World War II veterans. So I thank them for showing up and for getting out in that old car.
They sure look sharp, don't they? Absolutely sharp. But I keep hearing something in the back. Oh, we're back to the KIMBERTON Fire Company. Wonderful show of all the resources and services we have with KIMBERTON Fire Company. And what we heard right prior to the KIMBERTON Fire Company is Rolling Thunder. And we would like to thank all the veterans and their families for their service and sacrifice. Welcome home. And thank you to Jennifer Epps and those who invited us to the parade to honor the brave men and women of the military.
Well, here comes the Calliope. Oh, but let's take a minute and just remember who our sponsors are: Magic Memories, Bryn Mawr Trust Bank, Lomcon, and Giordino Insurance Services. Right. This is owned by Raymond Kaufman. The GETZ Team Calliope is the largest mobilized and self-contained Calliope in the country, built by the GETZ brothers in the 1950s. The Calliope was repainted with a full authentic hand-painted circus-themed layout, and the Calliope was purchased by Raymond and his father in the early 2000s. They participated in the Dogwood Parade for over 30 years, and it's always an honor to start the parade and carnival season off here in Phoenixville. We would definitely like to thank our longtime sponsor, Tammy Klotzbach from Klotzbach Funeral Home.
Incredible. It's like seeing history.
How'd you like to practice that? I'll bet the neighbors would love it.
Oh, I would hear a lot. People picking up the candy. I always remember that candy is a big part of the Dogwood Parade. And the kids
almost as good as Halloween.
Yeah, almost as good.
So the fun continues down here on Bridge Street in Phoenixville as we take a pan down down Bridge Street to see all the things that are headed our way. Is that a giant shopping cart I see?
Yeah, that's from our friends at ACME. Terrific.
And it looks like it's being powered by bubbles. So up next, it looks like Feet First.
Well, I always think when you are dancing, Feet First is terrific. We've been in the Feet First Dance has been in the Phoenixville community for over 30 years and are located in the downtown area. And they are going to be performing for us right in the square. The studio focuses on individual dancers, dancing body, heart, mind, and spirit.
So let's take a minute and watch what they do for us.
ACME really pulled it out with the largest shopping cart and just a wonderful entry.
Well, it's not just an entry. They've been here in Phoenixville for over 80 years, and the original store opened in 1939. They've participated in the Dogwood Parade for over 10 years.
We've seen a few really cool performances so far. I've seen you guys have been over here taking some pictures. Which float has been your favorite so far to take a picture of?
Oh, that's a good question. The steam Calliope is exciting.
I think so too. It sounds really cool, right?
Absolutely. You don't hear that a lot, especially not in your own house.
Certainly do not. All right, back to you, Rob.
Thanks very much, Joe.
What we have next is Irish Thunder Pipes and Drums. Irish Thunder Pipes and Drums has been a sponsor for the last 15 years by DRKG Funeral Home. That's Devin, Rasmus, Kep, and Gotcha. They are looking sharp, and they are sponsored by DRKG Funeral Home, a near and dear community partner. What a day to wear a kilt. Perfect weather for that.
I'd love to have a kilt. I don't know that my wife would be I don't know that she's as enthusiastic. That was the Irish Thunder. Down to Joe.
Eso es su tercer instancia de ser aquí en Dogwood, ¿sí?
Así es.
Sí, ¿por qué no le gustan tan mucho?
Porque pues es interesante, estamos realmente pues, muy contentos y nos parece que es una buena oportunidad para compartir en familia.
Sí, sí, muy seguro. Yeah, so they're saying this is their third time here. They come because they think it's really interesting. They think it's a great time to be with the family. So everyone around here, I'm sure, agrees because they're out here with their families too. So espero que le gustan todo el resto. All right, back to you, Rob.
All right, we have now the Avalon String Band. We are just so fortunate to have these string bands join us. Harry Lawson formed the 12th Ward String Band on May 11th, 1938, but as of 1944, the band had rebranded itself as the Avalon String Band. Throughout the years, Avalon has been fortunate enough to play all over the world, which includes stops in New Orleans, Dublin, and Sicily. More notably, the band also has the privilege to play at Governor Ed Rendell's inaugural ball, as well as the presidential inaugural parade for Bill Clinton, an honor that very few bands can say they hold. Let's hear from Avalon.
Let's take a listen.
FIREBIRD Theater and a very, very colorful cast of characters. Why do you have so many differently dressed characters?
Well, today we are representing a production crew from our production of Beauty and the Beast, and FIREBIRD Children's Theater puts on productions in the community every year. This particular cast performed last year at the PHOENIXVILLE Middle School, so you're going to see all of the cast members from Beauty and the Beast, and please enjoy our dance. They're going to do a performance of Gaston for the parade crowd today.
Wow, I can't wait to see that. All right, back to you, Rob.
And we're back to the Mummers. everybody getting involved out there.
Absolutely. Oh, it's brownies right here, or Girl Scouts?
Looks like Girl Scouts.
Wonderful.
It's so nice that the viewers organizations get to show up to show basically everybody else what's available out there. There's lots of new people here in Phoenixville. There's lots of people who've been in Phoenixville for a very long time, and this really is a showcase for organizations in Phoenixville to show the entire community.
Oh, and here's one of my favorites.
This is Ann's Heart. They're responsible for the bed races. They're going to race down 3rd Avenue, support local nonprofits, Ann's Heart, Good Samaritan Shelters, and Women's Outreach.
And then we have the Firebird Theater. Firebird Children's Theater is proud to present Disney's Beauty and the Beast. I see some beauties right there and invite you to be our guest this summer. Firebird Theater is a local nonprofit community theater. And they're about to do a performance for us. Once again, theater is a great way that the community can engage. All ages are involved in theater, as you can see. And wow, the costumes are incredible.
They started out 8 years ago. It's a great organization, and they serve not only the Phoenixville community, they work over in Lower Providence, they work in the Methacton School District. It really is a far-flung operational range, and it just gets so many people involved, both from their participants as well as the audiences.
Looks like they're getting ready to perform.
They are. There they go. And I think next up, and we've already seen them, it's the Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts in Phoenixville are active all year round. They go camping, hiking, hold thinking day ceremonies, learn about the stars, do archery, spend time with STEM projects, and of course, cookies. You can't forget the cookies.
And what we have here is our Dogwood Queen. There was Dogwood. This was the first year. There was also a Dogwood Queen and King of the festival, and here is her big moment. It's quite the competition. I like her ride in that Jeep. 2019, 2000.
Oh, that's the 2018 Queen. That's what it says.
Yeah, that is. So we have more than one Queen in our parade today, our 2018 Queen.
So it looks like we've got more of Phoenixville Public Works there. You know, one of the nice things about Phoenixville of late is that, you know, our streets are plowed. We've got some dedicated people with the right equipment to make our borough just an awesome place. So it's a challenging thing to run and maintain a community like ours, and it's great to know that we've got such a dedicated group of folks who work on our behalf every day.
Absolutely.
Look out. So here's the next group of sponsors.
I have to mention one of my favorite companies, Frees Insurance.
Thank you.
They've been here.
Thank you. It's our 86th year. It's great. There are 4 generations. My grandfather started in 1933, and my son works with us today.
That's incredible.
So there's Fred Hubler from Creative Capital Wealth Management Group. There's John Kennedy Ford out there on Route 23. And there's the Phoenixville School District, which is the heart and soul of the community. It really, so many things are working so well in the community these days, and the school district is just a shining example of the great opportunities that lay ahead for all of our students.
Wow, that is incredible. That is the USS Firebird. They went all out, and that takes us to the Firebird Festival. And the Firebird Festival is Phoenixville's tradition held each December as a celebration of winter solstice. And the festival began in 2004.
I was on the Economic Development Corporation, the Community Development Corporation, who put that in place.
Oh, I have to thank you. It's something my son and I went to since it started right here in Phoenixville, and it has grown. And as you can tell from that float, it has involved so many more community members.
So this looks like it's the Drum and Bugle Corps headed our way. I think we're going to have the opportunity to have them stop and perform for us as well.
The bands we have are absolutely incredible.
There's been a lot of great music in the parade so far. I think it's something for everyone.
Absolutely. And that was Riley Rader's Drum and Bugle Corps. Great job. I wouldn't mind if they stayed a little longer. But they have things to do and people to perform in front of. Oh, and right here we have the ROCKSTAR Roller Derby. You know a little bit more about
The
that.
ROCKSTAR Roller Derby League is a local league that is skater-owned and operated with a commitment to promoting fitness and health. That's not what I used to watch on Saturday mornings on television. They certainly were not committed to fitness or health based on the way that they would hurt one another. But this is different, obviously, because members are in an open and fun environment, and it's a modern twist on an old-school tradition with skaters providing quality and sometimes questionable high-impact sports entertainment.
Wonderful. What a fun organization to be a part of. I don't really trust that I wouldn't fall down every.
I think if God had meant you to have wheels on your feet, he would have put them there.
I got it. Here, here. But they look like they're having a good time, and I am definitely going to find an opportunity to check them out.
Are you a roller skater?
I did when a while back, but not recently. I'm afraid that, to get back on, that would take some practice. Yes, I have rollerbladed.
Wow, okay. This looks like more Public Works display. This is.
We are so lucky. One thing no one complains about in our borough and surrounding areas is trash. We
have plenty of trash, right? Nobody.
Too, but we keep it out of the roads and our streets. We have a beautiful borough downtown here.
That's just a piece of heavy equipment rolling by from Phoenixville, and it's nice to know that we have something other than shovels and rakes.
Oh, look at that. That's our snowplow. Oh, a little bit of Christmas coming.
Yeah, so why don't you spend a little time talking about the Candlelight House Tour?
I've been there, and it's incredible. It's one of those things that gets you in the mood. It's held annually the first Saturday of December. The Phoenixville Candlelight Holiday Tour features homes, houses, or houses of worship in a reuse decorated for the holiday season. It's a load of fun, but wow! What do we have here? We have another incredible marching band.
Hi, we're back
We
live
both said
at
it
your
together.
the parade across from Reeves Park on the funeral home porch, and we have Irish Thunder. As you can hear, everyone's really welcoming them.
half a minute. I could have brought you a protein bar. There is food in there. I think there's pizza if you want to slice of pizza. So that was the Brian BORU pipes and drums. Just one more musical act for us to enjoy here on this magnificent day in Phoenixville. It's just incredible that we've been treated to such wonderful entertainment.
Really quality acts. I want them to stay and keep playing, you know?
So you're we're getting close to your hangry limit, aren't you? Should I put in an order for chicken fingers?
Possibly. Because Molly McGuire's everything here. It's so tasty. It's always very good, and you can wash it down with the Guinness. And that's only
the bar
advised
open?
for people over 21.
Okay. Is the bar open for us?
The bar is always open here at Molly
People would say like,
McGuire's.
oh well, the first hour and 15 minutes was fine, but once they started to drink at the bar, it all went south.
It could go south. That's why we're staying focused here. Enjoying the music, enjoying the performances. People are jazzed up. I don't think they've ever had such incredible weather for a parade. It's very comfortable to people. And I'm looking forward to the next up. And there they go. To Yep.
So next up is Lomcom Incorporated. Lomcom is a ready-mix concrete and roll-off dumpster supplier from Phoenixville. It's their second year in the parade, and the owner's family has been in Phoenixville for over 100 years, including owning Phoenix Building, which constructed the former Valley Forge Army Hospital. Both the father and uncle fought in World War II, and among many of their Phoenixville projects are the former Phoenixville Army Hospital, and a proud tradition continues, and we're glad to have them with us today.
Oh, and then here we have my favorite festival. Well, I can only say one of my favorite festivals, the Firebird Festival. And just an incredible entry here. And that's they are embracing the tone of the Firebird Festival. It's always a lot of fun. It's always an event that the entire family can go to. And my son is 18. We've been going since he was 1 year old. Before it was just a glimmer of an idea, and now has been moving forward. I think this year is year 15. So we were there when there were just discussions about this.
Well, and Phoenixville's changed so much in those 15 years. You know, we started it as it was an idea of Barry Cassidy's, where we would have a Phoenixville, basically we'd have a bonfire, and it's grown into just an awesome opportunity for the community to gather.
Lots of different crafts and people coming down, and of course people performing around the fire.
Now Joe out there on the street.
Boy, it is nice and shady. You picked a great spot to watch the parade. How's the view?
It's beautiful here, yeah.
You enjoying your time where it's nice and cool?
Yeah, my dog needed some water, so he steered me over here.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Where's your water? Did they give it to you in Still City?
They just set it out there for him. Yeah.
Oh, that was real nice of them.
Yeah.
Well, I hope both you and your dog enjoy the parade.
Thank you.
Yep. Back to you, Rob and Melissa.
Thank you so much. We have Orion Communities. Orion Communities are neighbors helping neighbors in need. Christmas in June is an opportunity for people in the community to help stretch the budget of Phoenixville residents who are having challenges. Please consider donating sunblock, laundry detergent, personal care, and household cleaning items at Orion at the Art Street Festival on Sunday. Oh, and there's Council President Jim Kowaleski. Phoenixville Borough Council President is riding today with his family. Hello, Jim.
I think I saw some signs that said that Jim's running for district magistrate. Is that true?
Oh, wonderful. That is terrific. Jim is very involved in the community. So, oh, hi, Jim. Nice to see you. And it's great to see he's getting further involved.
A local boy does well, right?
Yes, absolutely. We support our locals getting involved. Thank you, Jim. Well, here is our lacrosse.
This is the PMYC girls lacrosse. They're finishing up another great season of strong athletics and hard work. They're marching with, along with teammate Katie Jane Mannion's Volkswagen bus. The Mannion family restored the 1974 bus, making its second appearance in the Dogwood Parade as a mobile storytelling unit for the organization's 3-minute storyteller.
That's terrific, to be able to get around, to tell stories, and to work together as a team.
My dad always owned a Volkswagen bus. It was always sort of a cult ride for him. We camped all over the United States in a Volkswagen bus.
Oh, interesting. And there it is. There's the Volkswagen, perfectly restored. That looks like a lot of fun. A great opportunity to see the town.
You didn't get anywhere fast in that vehicle.
No, no. And look at this. This car dates way back. We have a lot of car collectors here in our community. It is impressive and something to see, a piece of history to see.
Just to watch that old car ride away. We've had some great music. We've had some great cars. It's the fun just never stops here in Phoenixville. It's unbelievable, and it's so nice that the weather cooperated. And I'll have to talk to Karen Williams later to see who she put in charge of weather.
Yeah,
because
the weather is great, and we've also had the opportunity to see quite a few local acts from dance companies and theater companies, and then some floats that are sponsored by our nonprofits. And it's really important for everyone to realize that Phoenixville takes care of themselves.
It is important that when these things get played out on the stage here in Phoenixville, that people who are new to Phoenixville have the opportunity to see ways that they can get involved, projects that they can get behind. Because one of the reasons that Phoenixville has been as successful as it has been is because we take care of our own. There are lots of things that go on here, and this is everything from the clinic on Church Street to PACS. The healthcare access. There are so many great organizations that deliver so many
communities.
Orion communities.
I mean, the list goes on and on.
Sure.
And that's what makes our community, the borough, so special, is not only do we have fabulously talented people, but we have people with heart.
So I think next up is Zumba.
Oh, yes, we have Zumba with Donna and Chelsea. Zumba with Donna and Chelsea. This is their fifth year in the parade. Zumba is really for people of all ages, and it's the combination of dance and music to feel the love, and they teach at Bright Futures in Phoenixville. Zumba is a lot of fun. Now it looks like we have a dinosaur here on the sideline.
A dinosaur during Zumba.
Great time. Why do you guys decide to dress up?
Came by and we had to dance.
You had to dance. Well, so did they, but you aren't joining them, huh? Why are you guys all dressed up?
We're promoting Uncommon Ramen that just opened up on Bridge Street.
Awesome. All right, back to you, Rob and Melissa.
Well, it's not every day you see a dinosaur on the sidewalk in Phoenixville.
Okay, standing by for the Zumba to start their performance. Terrific. Maybe I'll learn some steps. What I like about Zumba, it's all ages. You can really go in there, and as you can see, all ages can get involved. We didn't see it here. Oh. Wait. I don't know. I hate acronyms. Wow, look at the sponsors we have this year. It's absolutely incredible. The sponsors we have here, from Uncle B's to Creative Capital to BMT, and of course Freeze Insurance, Gateway Pharmacy, John Kennedy, the Phoenixville Chamber of Commerce, Phoenixville High School. It's absolutely fabulous. Magic Memories is in there. We have such strong support for a parade like this. Very impressive.
And this is just a small section of people who obviously support the parade from a financial standpoint. But the volunteers out there, the people who make this go off without a flaw, there'd be so many names up there. We would take the entire time of the parade to list them, but it's just unbelievable that Phoenixville enjoys this level of support from the community, both in dollars as well as volunteer time.
All right, well, I'm here with Jasmine and Moana. Now, Firebird already passed, so who are you guys here with?
We are here with the Chamber of Commerce.
Why did you guys decide to get dressed up like this for the chamber?
Well, there are a lot of kids, so we appealed to the audience up for the parade, really.
I just like this every day.
Well, you look amazing, so I'm sure that your wardrobe is equally fantastic across the board.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm sure the kids are loving your costumes because I'm loving them myself.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Rob and Melissa.
Thanks very much, Joe. So we're back to the parade. We've got some things going on, and we've got the truck show for the support of the clinic. The clinic is operating on Church Street. It's one of the great safety nets that Phoenixville has.
Yeah, right after the clinic, which is fabulous organization, is Soccer Club. Phoenixville Area Soccer Club is a community soccer club with a mission to provide safe, healthy, educational, and competitive environment for recreation and travel for youth soccer. I have a lot of neighbors and friends in that club. That's terrific. To learn more, go to www.phoenixvillesoccer.org. Looks like they won some trophies there. So not only is it a great place to relax, but you might just be a winner.
I saw a Rotary sign on the side of that Mustang. That's just
Oh.
another great organization in Phoenixville. The
Yeah.
Phoenixville Rotary Club has been serving the Phoenixville community since 1925.
And we depend on the Rotary. They are involved in so many things, and thank you for their involvement right here in the Dogwood Parade.
So it looks like there's we're getting close to the end. It's been a great time.
Well, no, don't say that. We are not close to the end. There are more good things coming up, and as you can see, people are still lining the streets to be involved, to be a part of this.
And we started our broadcast encouraging people to not only partake in the parade, but also to make sure that you went up to Reeves Park afterwards for the Dogwood Festival. So have a hamburger from the Lions, have a hot dog from the Kiwanis, have some waffles and ice cream. I don't think anything that you eat on Dogwood Day has any calories in it. I think it's
No. And look, if you're in a string band like the Greater Kensington String Band, you're not worried about calories. You have a lot of sparkles to hold up, and you have a lot of marching to do. And of course, we are so lucky that they are here to do a performance.
So they've been in existence since 1946, and it's a total volunteer organization that participates in the world famous Mummers Parade on New Year's Day.
And I don't know if you can tell, but they are about as sparkly as someone can get. Incredible costumes.
Let's just take a minute and listen.
Academic, rigorous, faith-based, national blue ribbon school for preschool through 8th grade in Phoenixville. They offer transfer grants and traditional school hours. But here's one of my favorite, Rover. Rover is the way that seniors get to and from their Rover is the way seniors get to and from the ACME. I see them at the ACME. I see them going to the doctor's appointments or just getting to the parade. So the Phoenixville Area Senior Center with its favorite chauffeur, Cramps Rover Transportation, is here. They are celebrating the 40th year with over 1,200 visitors a year. I am going to ride with Rover this summer in July, and I'm really looking forward to get to know their path, where they're going, and where our seniors are going to and from.
We're back and enjoying this. So I think this would be a great time for us to just let the entire Phoenixville community know that at the end of the parade, you should make your way down to Molly's. Make your way back down to Molly's for a properly poured pint of Guinness.
Absolutely. And I think I saw in there there he is, John Bailey, the original ECW hacker.
What is ECW?
Well, all I know is he's hosting an event at the Kimberton Fairgrounds to raise money for the All Accessibilities Playground in Reeves Park.
And that'll just be
and there's our Dogwood Queen. We have our
I don't know who that is.
Our winners this year, All-American Junior Model and Dance Stars.
Well, I don't know if anybody can hear it, but up next is the Eagles Pep Band.
I can hear it. I'm getting excited. Woo! Wow, that gets you in the mood, right? But I want to experience summer first, but that sure does get you in the mood for fall.
So they're the official band of the Super Bowl 52 Championship Eagles, and they're entering their 24th season with this team.
They're the pep band.
I think you're right. We can't rush away the summer.
And thank you to the Eagles pep band. They're doing it right.
So up next is the Tague Lumber 1940 Ford pickup truck. Just one more in the long series of great vehicles we've seen here. This is a 1953 Ford panel wagon. And behind that, is that a 1957 Ford Ranchero?
I would love to see all these cars and trucks right next to each other. We have quite the collector community here in Phoenixville.
We do,
I love it.
we're lucky enough to have a branch of Tague Lumber here in Phoenixville. It really is just one more of the important component parts of having a vibrant economy here with employment opportunities. And there are so many great corporate citizens of all the organizations that have locations here in Phoenixville, and we certainly appreciate their support too.
Oh, absolutely. And seeing cars like this, it is a bridge into our history. And you can just imagine Phoenixville when these cars were active, and now they're still here with us and part of our Dogwood Parade. Really impressive collection.
This is an absolutely beautiful car. What model is this?
It's a 1957 Ford Ranchero.
And why are you driving this for Tague Lumber?
We're just trying to support, get some lumber out here and get some other people, other customers around, let the community know that we care about them, things like that.
Well, I can tell that you much care about the community if you're coming out with such a beautiful live piece like this. All right, back to you, Rob and Melissa.
And what is that? Is that a giant duck, or have I been hitting the Guinness too soon?
Well, it sure does look like a giant duck, which reminds us about the duck races. We don't just have bed races, we have duck races here in Phoenixville.
So that's where you have your chance of winning a small fortune, right? You buy a number, put it in a duck, and have it float down the river.
Yes, and you yell very, very loudly at the duck as it does not get to first place. I've done it before, but what a fun event and tradition here in Phoenixville.
So it looks like they're going to have the duck race take place out at the Rapsdam Covered Bridge on Sunday, July 14th. So that's going to be Blobfest weekend. So that'll just be an action-packed weekend for the town. So basically, it's an opportunity for lots of. It's really a community-wide fundraising event.
But what I like about it is the Kiwanis Club of Phoenixville sponsors that. And speaking of sponsors, we have our sponsors up here, Uncle B's.
Devlin
absolutely
Rossmus.
Delicious.
Right.
Phoenixville Bank and Trust.
And Take Lumber.
Yeah, Take Lumber.
You and I both need glasses.
Yeah, we do. And then our near and dear funeral home.
We'd like to thank all the funeral homes. So Bobby Strunk is broadcasting from our Strunk Funeral Home, and they're sponsors of music. The Devlin, Rossmus, Kep, and Gotcha Funeral Home sponsored.
Well, what I like is how involved all these businesses are in their community.
And we have the Calliope, courtesy of Campbell Ennis Klotzbach. It's just wonderful that we had the opportunity to see so many great things today because of the participation of so many great businesses. Speaking of great businesses, if you need a cold Guinness, I know I've said this before, so I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself, but I think I might be in need of a cold Guinness. Stop down here to Molly's. They've been a great host of us today. It's given us a great vantage point over the rest of the parade route. We certainly appreciate the opportunity to be here. And we would certainly encourage everybody, even if you don't get down here today, just make sure that you stop in Molly's. It's a great Irish pub, and they pour a proper pint.
Yes, I want to thank Molly McGuire's and also our community for coming out and cheering on their community partners, our sponsors, the businesses, and just a great amount of incredible performers. We're very lucky.
Well, I think we're getting close to the end, because I think that here she comes.
I keep saying that the Queen is coming, and now the Queen is here. The Dogwood Queen.
It's a great royal wave. Do they teach that to her when they become Queen?
Possibly that's taught, and she has it down pat. And what a moment for our Dogwood Queen.
Back to you, on to you, Joe.
And congratulations on being this year's 2019 Dogwood Queen. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. Thank you.
You look amazing. Is there anything you want to say to everyone who came out to see the parade today?
Thank you for coming. It was a great day. I know it was hot, but it's a wonderful time and experience, and hopefully you'll come back next year.
I hope they come back next year, too. All right, back to you, Rob and Melissa.
Thank you.
Well, thanks. That's, I don't know. I think that's it. I think that's the piece de resistance, as they used to say in French class.
Well, right. The parade might be ending for us right here, or continuing on throughout the community, but we do still have that Dogwood Festival, and today we have fabulous weather, so it's a great day to get out, participate in the rides, get to know your community partners, and what I always say, eat, and eat some more.
Yep. Well, like we said before, calories on Dogwood Day do not count. It really has been our pleasure to be with you today. Certainly, so this is the second year that I've done this with the assistance of the folks at Voxy Pop, with Bruce McClelland and his entire operation, Steve Urick, and the folks that make all this possible. We appreciate it. They make our job look easier. I'd like to thank Melissa for jumping in. She, in her new role, taking our needs to Harrisburg. We can't thank you enough for your willingness to participate in that process. Somebody once told me there's two things that you never want to see being made: sausage and legislation. So
you might be right on that. I don't know about sausage yet, though. It's been a great day and really a thrill as a fourth generation Phoenixville resident to be here. And it looks like, yeah, the police are rounding up the end of the parade.
Hey guys, we're at the tail end of the parade here. We're still up here on the porch. Still a lot of festivities going on. We have the clinic going by. Looks like the soccer club, the Phoenixville Soccer Club coming up, throwing some candy. What a great day. What a great day. Back to you, Rob.
Well, it has been a great day. It's been a wonderful time to spend with you, to spend right here at Molly McGuire's, and to have a front row seat at our Dogwood Parade. Everyone get out to the festival today, and thank you so much for having me.
It's been great. Thank you very much, Phoenixville. Let's have a great finish to 2019 Dogwood. We appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.